I'm speaking to Vivian Wells, who's just come back from a large trek overseas to the International Science Forum. And now I'm told you had a wonderful time and you brought back a special dance.
Yes, I did. The forum itself was amazing. The science presented there was really on a whole new level than I've ever seen before, and it was incredible to sort of see it on a global scale as well. As well as the people I met. I met nearly 500 young people from all over the world, from over 65 countries, and it was just a massive melting pot of different cultures, and it was really incredible to see what sort of attracts people to science from all over the world, and how the commonalities that exist globally.
And the differences? And
the differences, yes.
Right. Now, so you had 500 or 600 people. How many from Australia?
There was 27 in total from Australia.
27 from Australia. Now, what did you discuss? Come on, what was the hot topic?
Oh, there were all sorts of things. There was all teenage things, from TV shows to music. Music was a big one. Yep. To science. And, just everyday things that all sorts of people talk about. It's not like we're massive nerds and we only talk about science and everything. We get along on the level that most people get along, and it's really nice to see that.
And what was the top music or top band?
Oh, probably the Arctic Monkeys, of course.
The Arctic Monkeys,
yes.
Which happens to be your favourite.
Definitely.
Now, I thought that might be the case. Now, so did it enthuse you to keep studying science?
Yeah, it did. It was interesting, my reaction to it. I think that I went into the National Youth Science Forum sort of looking at research science, and I came out of there sort of a little bit less enthusiastic to go into a lab for my science. But I've sort of, at the London Forum, I've seen that there's other opportunities for science other than a lab and other than research. It's really good to see the applications that sort of help people every day in their lives. And I think that that's probably what I'm going to pursue more than straight research.
More so medical science?
No, I'm more into the physical sciences.
Right, okay.
So yeah, physics, maths, engineering sort of thing.
Well, tell me, Vivian, I'm told you brought back an ethnic dance, for the want of a better word. Tell me about the dance.
Yeah, ethnic's probably not quite the right word, but we can run with that. It's become a tradition over a fair few years for people attending the London International Youth Science Forum that have been sent by the National Youth Science Forum, which is the forum that I went to in January earlier this year, in Canberra earlier this year. And it's been a tradition for them to do a dance at the International Cabaret.
Right.
And as we're Australians, we don't really have a national dance, so we dress up in kangaroo onesies and dance to Kesha. It's really interesting, and I actually brought that back from London. Me being me, I did that to my school at our assembly to really break down the stigmas that science is all about people in white lab coats
and glasses and
glasses and the nerds. It's not about that. We have amazing amounts of fun, and we're really like everyone else.
Right. Do you ever get that feeling that being scientifically bent, do you ever get the impression that people look down and must say, nerd, science nerd, don't want to know?
Yeah, I always have, actually, but more recently I've sort of been able to separate myself from that stigma, and I think that as a person interested in science and maths, and I guess good at those things, it's really hard for yourself not to place that on yourself and say, I've been called smart, and I'm into that, so maybe I'm more of a nerd. And I think that if you allow yourselves to be released from that stigma, then it's actually not that hard.
It's sort of counterproductive in some ways, isn't it? Yeah. And I know people at the high school do respect you for your for your brightness when it comes to science, but also because you're a nice person. I mean, you're a person first and a scientist second, aren't you?
Exactly. And you have to keep your morals and your ethics about you, and that's what makes you a good person.
That's exactly right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Just one more question. Would you recommend to other science students this is worth having a go at?
Absolutely. I spent so much time fundraising and put a lot of effort into that, and I've had to catch up 4 weeks of schoolwork, and I still say it's 100% worth it. You will come back a different person and a better person for having gone there, and you learn so much, not just about science but about people and society in general, and it's worth anyone who can apply and can attend it, because it will change your life. It's amazing.